Hi, welcome. I'm Cheryl Ives. I'm a puppeteer and I do silk marionettes, and I'm hoping to bring you several shows. I wrote a book, two books, To Wizard Mountain, which teaches the food groups, and The Pink Crystal, which is about never give up hope, or refinding hope. And this story is Strega Nona and the Magic Pasta Pot. It's what happens when you do not have enough information. In Calabria, a long time ago, there lived an old lady named Strega Nona, which means Grandma Witch, for she had a magic touch. She could heal headaches with a hairpin and some oil, and she could find husbands for all the girls in the village, and they would come to her. Even the sisters from the convent would come to her for healing herbs. But she was getting old, and she needed help on her little farm. So she put out a sign, "Help wanted." And Big Anthony came along, and he saw the sign, and he applied for the job. "Big Anthony," she said, "you must weed the garden, do the dishes, sweep the floor, milk and feed the goat, and fetch the water. And for all of this, I will give you 3 coins, a place to sleep, and food to eat." "Gracias, gracias," Big Anthony said. "Oh, but the one thing you must never do is touch my pasta pot. It's very valuable, and I don't let anyone touch it." See. So from that day forward, he fed the goat, and he fetched the water, and Strega Nona went about her good deeds. Then one day, he looked through the house window, for there was Strega Nona singing, "Bubble, bubble, my pasta pot, boil me some pasta nice and hot. I'm hungry and it's time to sup. Boil me enough pasta to fill me up." That's wonderful, because it started to cook. The pasta started to cook. And then he heard her say, "Enough, enough, pasta pot. I have a pasta nice and hot. So simmer down, my pot of clay, until I'm hungry another day." And she called him in before he saw the 3 kisses. And they had their supper. Then, as he was out fetching water, he told everybody in the town square about the magic pasta pot. And they laughed at him. And they said, "Aw, Big Anthony, you must go to confession. You tell us such lies." Well, he'll show them. And that day came sooner than we all expected, because the next day, Strega Nona said to him, "Big Anthony," she said, "I have to go over the mountain to see Strega Amelia. So there's a cheese in the cupboard, and the bread if you get hungry. But remember, don't touch my pasta pot." See. So she went over the mountain to see Strega Amelia. Well, he didn't wait 1 minute. He ran to that pasta pot and he said,
"Bubble, bubble, pasta pot. Boil me some pasta nice and hot. I'm hungry and it's time to sup. Boil me enough pasta to fill me up."
And it started to cook pasta. And the pasta started to come up. "Oh my," he said, "this is wonderful." So he said, "Enough, enough, pasta pot. I have a pasta nice and hot. So simmer down my pot of clay until I'm hungry another day." And he ran to the town square and he said, "Everybody grab a forks and grab a bowls of free pasta at the Strega Well, they didn't believe him, but they grabbed their forks and their bowls and they came anyways, and he served everybody pasta, 4 or 5 helpings, until the nuns from the convent, they could not eat any more. They said, "Enough, enough pasta. You must stop that. I cannot eat another bite." So he went to the pasta pot and it was still cooking. "Enough, enough, pasta pot. I have a pasta nice and hot. So simmer down my pot of clay until I'm hungry another day." But it kept cooking because he did not know about those 3 kisses. And it cooked onto the floor. But he was busy taking bows, so he didn't see it right away, for he was a hero. And then one of the sisters from the convent said, "Big Anthony, the pasta is on the floor, headed out the door." And he looked, and he ran back, and he said, "Pasta, enough, enough. I have a pasta nice and hot. Simmer down my pot of clay until I'm hungry another day." But it kept cooking. "Stop, stop." And it kept cooking. And it went all over and out the door. And the mayor said, "Grab a barricade, grab mattresses, grab doors. We've got to stop it. It's going to drown the town." So, enough, enough. But it wouldn't stop. And it kept cooking and cooking and coming out the door. Wow, Strega Nona come home the mountain just then, and she did not have to look twice to know what happened. She ran to the pasta pot and she said, "Enough, enough, pasta pot. I have a pasta nice and hot. So simmer down my pot of clay until I'm hungry another day." Mwah, mwah, mwah. And it stopped. And the mayor hollered, "String him up." And Strega Nona said, "No, the punishment must have fitted the crime. Big Anthony," she said, "you wanted to eat the pasta? And I want to sleep in my little bed tonight." So she grabbed a fork and gave it to Big Anthony, and he had to eat up all that pasta.